What's up, guys? Okay, don't get me wrong, I love Oreos just as much as anyone. They're a great cookie. They're cheap, they're reasonably crispy, they have a nice flavor. You can dunk them in milk if you want. I usually dunk my cookies in coffee. Some people might dunk them in a nice refreshing can of vanilla Coke. All in all, you get what you expected, except for one very important factor. It's all bogged down by the filling. You heard me. That disgusting, fake, unnatural trash that frankly should not exist. And I know you might be about to push the dislike button on this video, but hear me out. Just hear me out. Hear my point. It's not so simply about the filling. A regular Oreo cookie I can live with. The filling is only 1/3 of the cookie. Most of the cookie is just the Oreo itself, without the quote-unquote vanilla filling. A regular Oreo is at least like an A tier, maybe even an S tier in the tier list of cookies with filling. The real problem is all the other varieties of Oreo and why? Why do they exist? Who buys these? Who thought of them? Why do double stuff Oreos exist? Or mega stuff? Or the most stuff? Who in their right mind has ever eaten an Oreo and said, this cookie is great and all, but you know what I want? I want more of this cheap vanilla filling that tastes nothing like vanilla, by the way. Yes, that's exactly what I want. If you want to make a test to see if you actually like the filling as much as you might think you do, take a regular Oreo apart and just scrape that filling off the cookie and try it out and tell me what you think. Because I'll tell you what I think. I think it's like eating pure sugar and fat turned into what looks vaguely like gum that was stuck to the bottom of your shoe, and it doesn't taste like something that you would want more of. Eating just a filling like that really makes you feel like you're living in the Fallout universe, where your main food source is junk food pumped so full of chemicals that it survived for 200 irradiated years. It's just mutated rats and stuff and extra stuffed Oreos. It's the epitome of industrialized foodstuffs. Millions of years of human evolution, all leading towards most stuff Oreos. Kill me now. And you know what the worst part of it all really is? I already think double stuff Oreos have way too much filling, but a lot of people like them, so fine. But then, there are people who eat that and think, oh, this isn't enough stuff. This is only like 50% of the cookie. I need more. I need 75%. I need 85% of the cookie to be filling. And at this point, you're undoubtedly thinking, oh, I think you're exaggerating a bit there, Roman. I think you're being a bit too hard on these stuffed Oreos and the people who enjoy them. And you're absolutely right. But I'm a Wilbur Soot viewer. Overreacting is how I thrive. And honestly, I can get the plight behind double stuffed Oreos, like I can get that. I don't like it personally, but it's not that much different from a regular Oreo, so I can get behind it. I just cannot in good conscience accept everything that comes after. I mean, even just the way they package most stuffed Oreos is hilarious, bordering on just disgusting. Jschlatt made a cookie tier list a few months ago, and every single package he opened of most stuffed Oreos was quite simply a mistake. Judging by the state of the cookies in the package, I can only assume that the way that they make these Oreos is they have somebody manually removing the filling off of regular Oreos and just shoving the filling into a cookie, and then they forcefully smash the top half of the cookie onto that monstrosity they just created. Do it a couple more times and ship it off to like the 2 people who buy this crap. And I mean, if you consume most stuffed Oreos on the regular, I highly recommend you to see a doctor, not because there might be something wrong with your head, but rather because I think they might have done something irreversible to your body, because I swear to God, whatever they do to those cookies ain't right. For people who enjoy the filling, double stuff is seen as like the epitome of Oreos, okay? Stick to double stuff. People enjoy it. If you go anything beyond that, you are actually just subjecting yourself to an objectively terrible experience. Speaking of seeing the doctor, let's talk about another tasty snack, the appendix. These two topics are mostly unrelated, but the most stuffed Oreos and the appendix do have one thing in common. They are both full of shit. Now, the appendix is a vestigial organ that humans don't actually need at all to survive, but for some reason, it has stuck around for a very long time, much like Jimmy Fallon. And sometimes, the appendix decides it wants to hit the self-destruct button and take you down with it, so it gets an infection. This happened to me in 2018. I woke up with a sharp pain right where the appendix just so happens to be, and I was like, oh. So now I have like one internal organ less than the average human, which you might think of as an L, but I choose to see it as a dub because I erased that traitor from existence. Meanwhile, I'm just here like, you were born with me, why would you turn against me? If I die, you die. Moral of the story here, kids, is if you feel a sharp pain in the lower right side of your body, go to the doctor. It's very serious. At the very least, do it so the appendix doesn't win, because it doesn't deserve to. What an asshole of an organ. Oh yeah, the World Cup is happening right now, so I'm just gonna name drop it for a second so the algorithm picks it up. Yo! Support Brazil! Football! Woo! Okay, let me vent about this game of Sky Battle that you're seeing right now. Nothing interesting happened after I got those few kills, but then at the end everyone was just sky basing and they all had better equipment than us. It's Sky Battle, not Sky Blah. Stop building a house! These are the people who consume most stuffed Oreos. It's them! It's them! Or like and subscribe or something like that. Check out some other videos on my channel, and thank you for watching!